That's for you.
Okay. It is said that we as a youth, what kind of advice do you have for us? We the youth.
Okay, advice to the youth.
Biz gençlere ne gibi tavsiye verirsiniz?
Your young years, you have energy like you will never have again in your life.
Son iki soru.
You have time like you will never have in your life. And you are stupid like you will never be stupid in your life. So the best advice I can give you is learn from those who wasted their youth. And they look at you and say, don't waste your youth. Learn from them, make the most of your time. Be purposeful, be mindful, have a plan. Because when you're young, you think you have all the time in the world. And it feels like that, and it's true. But a time will come where you will look back and say, I wasted too many years. Don't be of those. And be around people who make good use of their time, and it will make you inspired to make good use of your own time. This is an important question, everyone. How traditional Muslims should protect themselves from liberal mindset. Okay, it's an important question. Wow. How should conservative, traditional Muslims protect themselves from liberalism? Allah says, جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. Allah says the truth comes and falsehood disappears. Muslims don't have to protect themselves from anything. When the Muslim has Quran, everything that is false runs for protection. We don't need to protect. You need to become strong with the word of Allah, with an understanding of your religion, and then when new ideas come, and you say, oh, I'm so afraid of these new ideas. Well, no, you're a learner. You will learn those ideas. Maybe 80% of those ideas are wrong, but maybe 20% is true. Maybe something is true in it too. We cannot be afraid of the world as it's changing. We have to engage the world as it's changing. If you keep thinking we have to preserve and hide and protect, then you are going against the entire history of the Quran. Every person talked about in the Quran, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Musa alayhi salam, they are in the presence of false ideas. And they don't run from those ideas run from them. They challenge, they face those ideas. So this idea of protecting yourself from new thoughts, this is something that we have to remove. We have to get rid of that thinking. We have to engage the world, learn from it, and challenge it. And when they are wrong, we have to prove where they are wrong.
This will be maybe last two questions.
Last two questions, okay.
Or three. It's up to you.
Okay. So the sins which we every time repeat, when the, I think, cycle of Tawbah and sin will finish. I'm so tired, 10 years bouncing in sin and Tawbah. Okay. That's very brave that you shared that. So first of all, thank you for sharing that question. It's not easy. Some people are stuck. They feel bad about doing something wrong. They make Tawbah, but then their addiction, their habit, their stress, something takes them back and they make the same mistake again. Then they feel bad, they make Tawbah, and they go back again, and they keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Now Allah says about that, لَيْسَتِ التَّوْبَةُ لِلَّذِينَ يَعْمَلُونَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. Tawbah is not good enough for people who keep repeating the sins. Another place He says, وَلَمْ يُصِرُّوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلُوا وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. They don't insist on what they do, and they know, meaning they keep doing it anyway over and over.
Continue, please.
Thank you. But I will add one thing. If you have an addiction, then maybe the problem is not just spiritual. Maybe the problem is psychological. Maybe you need to speak with someone and get some help. Maybe it's okay for you to seek out counseling. Maybe it's better for you to understand why do you fall into this sin. Because maybe something happened in your experience. Something happened when you were a child. Something happened when you were 18. And it affected you. It affected some part of your brain's wiring. And you don't even realize it. And because of it, you keep going back and repeating the same mistake. And until you figure yourself out, until you discover where things went wrong. And maybe you can't do that yourself. You're not good enough for that. You need a professional to help you. So it's okay for you to seek that kind of help. And may Allah Azza wa Jal help all of those that are suffering from any kind of addiction. But very important, I will tell the youth, because we are living in the age of addiction. Alcohol addiction, drug addiction, pornography addiction, social media addiction, selfie addiction, right?
Not like ours.
So TikTok addiction, all these addictions. What I would like to share with you about that is you need to study the subject of addiction.
Yes.
This is part of Iqra too. This is a new crisis and we have to study it. How do we overcome addictions of all kinds? What is happening in the brain that causes addiction? And how do we undo it? And you have to first defeat yourself, conquer yourself, and then be able to help others. I pray all of you are able to overcome any and all kinds of addictions that you're going through. Okay, last one. I'm going to keep these. I'm taking this home.
Yeah, you can
okay.
just...
I don't know how I'm going to take you with me too. You have to translate for me. You want me to mix it
problem.
up? Okay. All right. Thank you for coming. Inshallah, you and your family will be in Firdaus. Don't send me yet. Well, thank you. That's not a question. That's not a question. Nope, no fatwa. Sorry. Hold on.